Good morning, children. So this is the last chapter in science for you in 3rd standard, and the chapter is going into space. So a new chapter, a new thing that will be learning this time is called as this thing, space. So let us see what that means. So these are some of the topics that we will be discussing in this chapter, right? So what is space, life on the moon, destination moon, space travel, and some important Indian astronauts, right? So who are astronauts? So astronauts are the people who go to space. So we'll discuss about them. So let us go into the chapter now. So as you can see there, identify and write what these are used for. There are two pictures there, children. As you can see there are two pictures, right? So the first one, you can take this as 1 and this as 2. So this is just looks like a aeroplane, right, or a jet. So this is a special kind of aeroplane which is attached to the rocket, as you can see here, right? It's a special kind of aeroplane that is attached to the rocket. So what does it do? So the name of this thing is called as we call it as space shuttle. So it carries the people to the space, right? So while coming back from space, the astronauts, as I told you, the people who go to space are called as astronauts. So astronauts will not be inside the rocket, children, right? They'll be inside this space shuttle, right? The rocket carries the space shuttle to the space or outside the earth, and when the work is done, this space shuttle comes back to the earth, right? So this is space shuttle, and this is, as we all know that, right? This is a rocket, and this is rocket. So these are two things for what they are used, right? They are used to go to the space, right? Both of these things are used to go to the space. What is space? Space is something which is outside the earth atmosphere. So let us go and learn about space now. So what is space? Right? So the vast and limitless region beyond the earth atmosphere is space, right? Children, in the previous chapter, what did we see? We saw, right, earth, its neighboring planets, sun. So together we call them as solar system. But our universe ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, we call it as universe. Universe is very huge. It is not just the solar system. If we want to speak in Kannada, we call it as Brahmanda. So it is very big. You can't even imagine such a big thing. So that thing outside earth, so earth, right? If imagine this is the earth, children. So earth is surrounded by a thin layer of gases, right? Earth is surrounded by a thin layer of gases. So this is called as atmosphere. This air, not earth, this thing is called as atmosphere. So anything outside this layer, thin layer, is everything. Whatever you see, this whole thing is called as space, right? Space. So anything outside earth atmosphere is called as space. It includes everything. It includes moon, sun. There are many different kinds of stars present. Not only sun, thousands and lakhs and crores of stars are present in the universe. So that whole universe is called as space, children. So let us see what is space. Fine, again let us think. See what you can see, there is a boy standing here, and imagine this is a ball or a rock, whatever it is. So if you throw the stone, if you hold that, right, hold that ball in your hand and throw it upwards, right, you can throw the ball upwards. You can do it right now by when you are sitting in your home. What happens? So it will reach a particular height and again it falls down, right? It falls down to the earth. You hold the ball or whatever it is, whatever you throw above the earth, right, it will reach some distance and again it will fall to the ground. So why that happens? Right? That happens due to a special kind of force. So earth means our planet has a special kind of force. So this force is called as gravitational force, children. Remember, why anything that is on earth falls back to the earth is due to this force called as the gravitational force, or simply we can call it as, what does gravity do? It attracts things towards itself. It attracts things towards itself. Attractive force anta kuda helbodu. We can call it as attractive force. So we can see, you have seen magnets, right, children? Magnets. What does magnets do? If you have two magnets with you, you bring those two magnets close to each other, they will attract. And sometimes they will not attract, they will move away from each other. We call it as repel. Right? We call it as magnet attractor. But whereas gravitational force is a force which attracts each and everything towards itself, irrespective of the nature, whether it is a solid, whether it is a gas, whether it is a liquid, whether it is a conductor, whether it is an insulator, whatever it is, it always attracts. So that's why whatever you throw above the earth, right, it will reach a particular height and again it will fall down to the earth. So this is why it is not easy to get out of earth's pull, right? So we call it as a pull. Push means pushing away, pull means attracting, right? We know that now. What is the difference between push and pull, right? So that's why it is very difficult to escape the earth gravitational force. Why we are standing on the earth? Because earth is attracting us towards itself. Or else if you would have taken a jump, you should have easily jumped to moon, no? Why you again come back and land on earth? Because of the reason of gravitational force or gravitational attractive force of the earth, right? See there. If you want to go into space, children, remember, if you want to go into space, you have to generate a force, or you have to self-generate a force which is more than the gravitational force. Nodi, artha enandre, earth has a gravitational force. Right? That earth has a gravitational force, right? So if you want to escape out of earth, you want to go away into the space. For example, you want to go to the moon. What you have to do? You have to generate a force which is greater than gravitational force. Remember, you should generate a force, right? This is greater than symbol. You are remember, no? It's greater than symbol. So you have to generate a force which is greater than the gravitational force. Means your force should be greater than the attractive force of the earth gravity, right? For that reason, we make use of such machines, right? Powerful machines. They are all machines. Rocket is a machine. This, what I named it, is called a space shuttle. This is also a very powerful machine. So these machines generate sufficient power so that you generate a force which is greater than the gravitational force. right? So these are the special vehicles which generate lot of power. Due to that, lot of speed is generated, and you can escape earth gravity, or you can escape earth attractive force. Next, so already we have discussed about moon in the previous chapter. So what is a moon? Moon is a natural satellite, remember. Natural satellite. So what is a natural means? There are two types of satellites in nature. Remember, one is a natural satellite which are not made by man, they are made by nature itself. So moon has been there for many years. And artificial satellites are satellites which are made by man. So why artificial satellites are made? So artificial satellites are made for communication, right? Mobile communication. How is it possible? We have towers. From towers the signals goes to the satellite, again they are sent back to earth wherever we are calling. Next, it is used for broadcasting, right? Broadcasting. What broadcasting? For example, you are watching television. Right now IPL is going on, right? Many of you know, right? IPL is going on. So IPL will be going on somewhere. Especially the first match happened in Chennai, no? So how did you people see that in your television? Because there it was recorded, was getting recorded. From there it was sent to satellite called the broadcasting satellite. From there it was transmitted to different stations on earth, right? So it is used for, artificial satellites are used for communication, broadcasting, and remote sensing and defense, right? So what is natural satellites? Natural satellites are the satellites which are made by the nature, or which are self-made. They are not made by anyone. So our earth has only one natural satellite, right? So that is moon. So how much time the moon takes to revolve around the earth? Nodi, revolve under taking complete one rotation around, revolution around something. So if you remember from the previous chapter, how much time was earth taking to revolve around sun? If you remember, it was 365, how much? 3 by 4 or 1 by 4? 365 3 by 4 days, right? So now in the same way, moon takes 27 1 by 3 days to take one complete round of the earth. To take one complete round of the earth, moon takes 27 1 by 3 days. So as it is one of the nearest neighbor in the space, as I told you, earth has an atmosphere around it. Outside that atmosphere, if you move outside, everything is space. So in the space, the nearest neighbor to earth is what, children? Moon. The nearest neighbor to earth is moon. So it is the brightest object in the night sky next to sun, because we can see sun in the morning. It is the brightest thing we ever see. And in the night, as the sun or the earth rotates, the sun goes towards the other direction, whereas moon is visible. So what will happen in the night sky? Moon becomes brighter, especially in full moon days. We can see that, no, it will be very bright, and white light comes out of it, right? So moon cannot generate its own light, so that's why it has no light of its own. What does moon do then? So it shines because it reflects sunlight. So somewhere there sun will be there, so those sun rays fall on the moon, right? So these sun rays are reflected back by moon on the earth. That's why it illuminates or it shines. So it cannot generate light by itself. Only sun, or we can say generally stars. Stars have the capacity to generate their own light. That's why we call them as self-luminous objects. Right? Stars have the capacity. Remaining any other thing in the space do not have that capability of generating own light. So how does moon shine? So you remember from this day or this time now, moon doesn't generate its own light. What does it take? The light coming from the sun falls on the moon, right? That light is reflected by the moon on the earth. That's why we see it. Even see now, how does moon look to you. This is the actual surface of moon, children. Right? See, so many big, we call these big holes, we call it as craters. So how are these craters formed? Other big rocks have come and impacted, right? Big, we call them as asteroids. So they are the rocks present in the space, they come and fall on the surface of the moon and they create. So there is also one big crater here also, right? So these are large, it has many large deep holes, pits, craters and very high mountains. This is the surface. See how the surface of the moon is. And first of all, moon doesn't have an atmosphere. Remember, Earth has an atmosphere, no? We have different kinds of gases present in Earth, but moon doesn't have air. So you can see that it doesn't have air. Hence there is no life exist on the moon. If there is no air, if there is, then very difficult for life to exist, children. Right? As you can see there, rocks, you can see Earth. How does Earth look? It is blue in color, right? So again, Earth is also not self-luminous object. It cannot generate light of its own, children. So what does Earth do? The sun rays fall on the Earth. These sun rays are reflected back by Earth. And if you are standing on moon, you can see Earth like this. Right? You can see Earth like this, because as most of the Earth is covered by water, the natural color of the water is blue, so Earth looks blue, children. See there, how it is. The surface of the moon, right? Doesn't look good, no? Our Earth is so beautiful, no? You can see trees and other things. This is again the surface of the moon. Just look like a sand when you go to a seashore, right? How you can see sands everywhere. There are no trees, right? There are no living things, no animals, nothing, right? Such a lifeless thing, moon, right? Moon is such a lifeless thing. Okay, children. So we will continue the further topics in the next class. Thank you.